this video, I'm going to teach you everything you need to know about how to motivate yourself. Now, whether you're studying something for school, whether you're trying to lose weight, whether you're depressed, anything, whatever it is, I'm going to show you how to motivate yourself. Now, here's why you should listen to me, first and foremost. About 2 years ago, I myself was severely depressed to the point where I literally struggled to get out of bed. I struggled to take a bath on a consistent basis because of the fact that I struggled with motivating myself. And I was able to undo that in myself with a very simple process, and I'm going to share that process with you. But first, before I do that, I have to make sure that you understand what motivation actually is. So what most people think motivation is they think that motivation is something that comes to you, right? That's like an emotion, or that it's something that you can, it just hits you, right? It's outside of you. And here's the reality of it. Motivation is actually a part of a habit. Motivation is actually a part of a habit. So what do I mean by that? People who wait for motivation tend to also, I would say, be more creative, but the problem is that they also tend to lack discipline to the point where they don't create as much. All right, now that may or may not be a problem for some people, but for most people, it's a problem. How can you gain motivation? Well, if you know that motivation is a part of a habit, then you have to learn how habits are formed. So let me just tell you a personal story before I dive into the example. So I was, like I said, about 2 years ago, extremely depressed, couldn't get out of bed. And what I did is I said, I'm going to start with just by simply saying enough is enough. I don't want to be depressed anymore. I'm sick of struggling to get out of bed. I'm sick of all of this. And it took a lot. It's not easy, but I said enough's enough. I'm going to start by doing one very, very small thing to make myself feel good, right? To just get progress in my day. And then I'm going to celebrate it. Because it's literally like when a baby goes to the bathroom for the first time and everybody claps and says yay for the baby. That's what you have to do for yourself. It sounds ridiculous. It sounds, overboard, but it's not. Trust me. You have to celebrate. So this is what I did. And actually I did a video about something like this about 2 weeks back, about feedback loops. So if you get a chance, check that out. But this is what I did, right? I basically created a small goal for myself to make the bed. That was it. Get up, as soon as your eyes open, get up out of the bed, make the bed, then celebrate. So my goal was to make the bed. Then I took an action, right? I took that small, teeny tiny action. I'm just going to do like this. Then celebrate. Right? Really, I got a result. Right? You can say that I got a result, but the result was the action that I took. And I got to celebrate it, and you know what I did to celebrate it? I did like this. Woo! And I put on some music and I did a little dance. And that's literally it. And I felt goofy and I was laughing about it. But that was the good thing, is that I was laughing. I felt good about what I did because of the fact that I let myself feel silly. I let myself be happy about it. And then after this was done, right, after I hit my goal, I was like, oh, okay, this isn't bad. I actually feel good. And then I was like, you know what, tomorrow I'm going to do two things. I'm going to get out of the bed, I'm going to make my bed, then I'm going to get in the shower, and then I'm going to celebrate. And so I did that the next day. Very small goals, right? You're probably like, oh, that's nothing, right? That got me to a point. That second day got me to a point where I had a question pop through my head that changed everything. I have goosebumps right now just from saying this. It changed everything. What else can I do? That question right there changed the world. What else can I do? Okay, so just to wrap this up, step number one, small goal, right? Small goal. Step two, take immediate action, right? Because you're most likely going to want to procrastinate, and you don't want to procrastinate because if you procrastinate on taking this action, you're more likely to fail. Read the 5-Hour Work Week, or not 5-Hour Work Week, but the 5-Second Rule by Mel Robbins, and you'll understand that. And I actually have a review about that book. Step three, have fun. Right? So do something fun immediately after you take action. After you reach the goal that you wanted, the very small goal, take action on celebrating. Have fun. You know what I mean? And make sure that it's clean fun because you want it to be a positive habit that you build. This is the framework that I used, and now I've been able to take myself from being super depressed, not having a job, couldn't get out of bed, couldn't do anything. I can literally sit down today, study, work. I hop out of bed at 5 in the morning to go to the gym, all because I learned this. And I do this still to this day. Try this for yourself. It will work, all right? It will work because this is just how we work as human beings, how our brains work. Now, if you are struggling with motivation, all right, tell me under the video, in the comments, what goal you're going to set for yourself and what actions you're going to take. It could just be one small action, but just leave it in the comments. I really want to see what you guys are going to get started with first. Thanks for watching. This has been Mike Malbrough, and I'll see you on tomorrow's video. Take care.